We are going to perform one lab. The lab is related to uplink profile lab. We have seen this uplink profile. We can go to the profile and we can create the uplink profile, and then we can associate this profile with the host. While creating the profile, we are getting this option related to attach what type of overlay or VLAN or what type of segment is this. The teaming policy, the transport VLAN, the MTU, the network IO control, etc. Network IO control is again that we can go and create network IO control profile. This also we'll see after this particular lab, after uplink profile. Uh, we have task here. So for example, in task 1, I have to create uplink profile for ESXi. That is the hypervisor, and the uplink profile name should be UPP1. The teaming policy should be failover. The active uplink is U1. U stand for uplink and just the name. U1, and the standby is U2. The uplinks lag port 1, port 2. The uplink U2 is lag port 3, port 4. VLAN should be 100, MTU should be 1700. Now once we create this particular uplink, what we need to do here, that we have to go and we have this transport node. We have to go here, and then this particular profile, I have to go inside the host and map like this. So my NVDS, the uplink U1. So here you can see that U1 is mapped with the VMNIC, say physical link 1, VMNIC 1 and VMNIC 2, that is physical link 1, physical link 2, physical link 3 and 4. We'll see that how many physical links we have. So for example, if I have only one physical link in my host, then I'll map U1 with P1 and U2 with P3 or P4, etc. So we'll see that whatever resources we have in terms of uplink, I will go there and I'll use that. In the same, we have to create the uplink profile. Again, I'll create one new uplink profile, ESXi and KVM. So let's do this thing. Let's do first task first, and then we'll go and we'll do the second task. So let me go and log into the NSX manager, and from there we'll create this profile. All right, I am inside NSX manager. I can go to system. Once we are inside the system, I can go to the fabric. Inside fabric, you can see that we have option related to profiles. In profile, we have uplink profile, NIOC profile, and rest of the profile. So let's go and create uplink profile. I'll go and give the name as it is a UPP1. This is, you can give good description here. I have given just UPP1. Now what is there in the question? So here you can see that give the name as a UPP1. The teaming policy is failover. Active is U1, standby is U2. So we'll go here. Let me scroll down. We can go and check this teaming. Here you can see that teaming is there, default is there, and the teaming policy is failover order. I can go and give the active and the standby. So I'll go here and click this pencil button. Uplink is U, one is just the name, and the other standby link is U2. All right. Now this is done. Then the transport VLAN, it is there 100 as per the PPT, and 1700 is the MTU. Now we have to create this lag. So let me show you what we have done so far. Name failover, we are using default teaming policy U1, U2, uplink, lag and lag. So what I'll do that I'll create this uplinks for link aggregation protocol. Click add and click add. I'll add, oops, let me delete one. All right, so this I'll give name as a U1. This is one of the lag group, and this I'll give as U2. As per the PPT, I have done everything like that only. Now once we are done with this particular profile, you can see that now I have uplink profile UPP1, uplink port 1, etc. Any name we can give. Now what I need to do, I need to go to the nodes, and for example I want to attach this with one of the ESXi. So what I can do here, I can go to the nodes. Inside nodes you can see that we have option that we can select vCenter. Once we are inside the vCenter, let me scroll a little bit. So here you can see that you have ESXi1, ESXi2. I'll choose ESXi1. I'll click edit. Once you click edit and once you go next, here you can see that you have option, and inside the option, let me fit this screen. So here you can see that you have the options, and inside the option, if I scroll down, you have this NVDS name, NVDS1, network input output or IOC profile. We'll see in the next section about this NIOC. Uplink profile, I want to use the uplink profile that I have created. Before doing that, you can see uplink profile name is NSX default uplink host switch profile. So that's the reason here in the bottom you can see the physical NIC. VM NIC is the physical NIC of the host, and the uplink, this is the uplink, or you can, for the moment you can think like this is the physical interface of the NVDS. So now if you go here and if you change to UPP1, so I'll go and select UPP1. Once I do that, then you will see that in the bottom this group has been changed. So it is showing that now you have U1, and if I click here, you can see that you have U10, U11. So you have 4 interfaces now. It is clearly showing we have taken the lag group. So we have taken the lag group like U1 and U2, but here you can see that we have option to map it, correct? So here if you see you have U1 and U2 that you can go and map, because in my configuration inside U1 I have taken 2 ports, correct? Now what I have to do here, I can go here, click whatever available physical interfaces I have related to host. So here I have only one. I'll map this one with this, so you can clearly see how we can map this. Click finish and done. Okay, so this was the lab number 1 that we have done. Now let's go and do this lab where I'll create one more profile. So let me go and create one more uplink profile that is nothing but ESXi1. The teaming policy like that will do. So let's do a step by step. So again I go back to the profile section, and once I'm inside the profile section I want to add one new. The name is, say for example, ESXi. You can give any name, any description here. There is no lag, and teaming policy is source port. So you can go here and check this teaming policy. As per the configuration, it is load balance source. So here you can see the teaming policies, source port. Active link, both U1 and U2 are active. There is no standby, and VLAN is 10. So I'll go here and add the uplink. So here you can see that U1 and U2 both are uplink. There is no standby. Now what I have done here, that I have used like U1, U2 as a uplink, and then what's the transport VLAN? So transport VLAN is, for example, VLAN 10. There is no MTU that I want to set. That's the profile. Click add. Now here you can see that you have active ports U1, U2, and this is the profile. Now we have to create one more profile. This time the name of profile is KVM failover order active standby VLAN 20. Okay, this we are going to use inside the KVM. So before going there, or let's create it, because we are already in the uplink profile section. So let's create it. Say KVM, and then there is no lag. Then we have the teaming policy, that's the failover, and the failover order, that's the default. Then I have active link is U1 and the standby is U2 and the VLAN is 20. You can refer the slide. I'm referring the question that we have. Click add. So now I have two newly created profile, ESXi and KVM. Let's go back to the nodes and let's use it. So I am here inside ESXi having some issue because there is something that we have changed. So I'll revert back those changes, no problem. Still you can see we have this error. Now what I'll do, I'll go here and I'll apply that policy to ESXi 02. So I'll go here and click next. Once I am here, I can go and change. So here you can see the uplink profile is default host switch. Once I'll show you all these things, I'll revert back the configuration so we do not break anything, whatever set already there. Alright, so what we want to do here, we want to use the uplink profile ESXi. I'll use that. And then what we want to do, that U1 is attached with this as per the question. Done. Now I want to change this for the KVM. So I'll go here and use this standalone host. That is nothing but the KVM. I'll go next. We'll go to configure NSX, and here you can see the uplink profile. I will go and change this uplink profile. So here you can see this physical interface mapping I have to change. So if you go and check here, so this uplink to P1 we have done. Now I want to do U1 to P1. And this is something like you can see clearly in the diagram, active standby. It is working as an active standby, correct? Alright, so let's do this. Let's go and select the KVM. Once you select that, if you scroll down, you can see that device key and UID. What we have so many interfaces here. I want to use this ETH1. So let's do this thing because I have E0 and E1. I'll add one more so I can show you both the things. And then here I will go and add E1. So this is the E1 with U2. This is actually perfect. So now you can see that you have U1 to P1, U2 to P2, active standby. So U1 to P1, U2 to P2, finish. So this is the way we can create and logically we can map it. Okay, so let's just stop here, and in the next section we'll study about network IO control.